R6 Who's Who. In today's video, we will be going over the operator Mute, another SAS operator, the fourth and final SAS operator. Then we can move on to the FBI SWAT. And let's look at his loadout first. For his primary weapon, he has the M590A1 and the MP5K. Let's look at the M590A1 first. So initially, I'm going to say you should be running the M590A1 on him. For the scope, I would recommend no scope because the shotgun has really good iron sights as it is, and no laser. Since the laser change, don't use them. For shotguns at least, like other guns like SMGs, LMGs, stuff like that, you could use it. You just got to know how to use it. But this, I would run nothing. If you are inclined to use this gun, I would run a Red Dot C or an Hollow A. Those are my two go-to scopes, but honestly, it's whatever you're comfortable with. Yet again, I'd run no laser, and this gun's got essentially no recoil, so I'm putting a extended barrel onto that. Now, let's look at his secondary weapon. For the secondary weapons, we have the SMG-11 and the P226 MK25. Let's look at the SMG-11. Instantly, this is the better weapon of the two. I can tell you that now. And I would recommend running that in combo with the shotgun. Now, let's look at the scopes. For the scopes, I would run Hollow A because it has so much recoil. I feel like I need the Hollow to help. I don't know why it helps, but I can't use any other scope. For the barrels, I'm putting a flash hider on there. I'm not doing any of the extended suppressor stuff that Snappy's doing. I can't control it without it. I need it. And with the grip, same exact thing. I need the vertical grip. And I would run no laser. And yet again, if you are so inclined that you need to use the pistol, put a suppressor on there. Has no recoil, and doesn't matter about the laser. That's just my thought process for smoke. Sorry, not smoke. Mute. Very similar loadout. Now let's look at his gadget. Mute has a bulletproof camera and a nitro cell. So 9 times out of 10, you are going to want to run the nitro cell because nitro cells are great for dealing with shields, late game plays, plant denial, so much. And bulletproof cams are kind of like, it's a cam. I mean, I'm not going to really use the cam. But if you're in a super comp setting and your team doesn't have as much intel as you need, run the cam. It's not a mistake to run the cam, but just generally, there's going to be other people with the intel that the cam would already provide. So now, let's get into an actual demonstration of his ability, the Signal Disruptor. Also, with Mute, he's one of those people similar to Smoke where you're going to want to help out with site setup, but unlike Smoke, don't prioritize the site setup over everything. Use that as like a secondary. Your main thing is denying drones, denying utility, but like don't be afraid to help the team out with the rotating. Let's look at his gadget. Can I get my assistant to meet me in trophy room, please? And I'll demonstrate a Mute jammer here. So, put down a jammer, middle of trophy. It's a pretty big radius, and this radius turns off all the electronics. So, here's another tip with Mute. When putting down the jammer, you don't need to complete the animation. Or if you like coming back up, all you need to do is until the light turns on, then you can quit the animation. It's only a fraction of a time, but you can do it. So, teammate, well, not teammate, enemy. Pretend you're an unsuspecting victim about to drone up armory and into trophy. Let's see what happens to the drone. As you can see, he's droning, but when he gets in the radius, the drone no longer drones. Alright. Now, we're going to show another use for Mute, which is denying the wall. So, please put your thermite charge on the game's wall. As you can see, he's clicking the button to blow it up, but it's not working because it's in the Mute jammer. So that's a very good thing you can do with Mute. And overall, I would give Mute a 10 out of 10. Great operator. He will help you rank up.